it for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
Playing on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now, got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick podcast, your #1 sports destination.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
S-I-C-K, it's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K,
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 S-I-C-K.
All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
S-I-C-K, it's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
Playing on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now, got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick podcast, your #1 sports destination.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
S-I-C-K, it's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K,
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 S-I-C-K.
S-I-C-K.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast. With Tony Marinaro.
55 seconds left in the penalty, a minute and 27 seconds left in regulation time. Boston 4, Montreal 3. Lafleur coming out rather gingerly on the right side. He gives it into Lemaire, back to Lafleur. Oh!
The sickest Montreal Canadiens podcast.
You're in the ball!
Sports entertainment like no other.
Rejoint, on lui fait perdre la rondelle, une passe devant. Et c'est le dégagement et ce sera la victoire des Canadiens. Coupe Stanley pour les Canadiens. Le 23e de l'histoire.
You found the dogs! John, you found the dogs! He found the dogs! And all together, they worked a young team to the top. And now, a 24th Stanley Cup banner will hang from the rafters of the famous Forum in Montreal. The Canadiens win the Stanley Cup!
Brought to you by Energy Transportation Group. Driven to be different. Bittt. It's gonna be sick.
Marinaro, I can put down the cell phone now. It is Friday, May 12th. It is 1 minute past 10 o'clock. And boy, oh boy, do we have ourselves a hockey game in Toronto. And if you're a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, yeah, you're nervous because you're one goal away from being eliminated. But at the same time, you're pretty excited because your team was down 2-0 in this hockey game, and they're able to battle their way back. Things weren't looking good. 3.5 minutes into period number one when Eric Ekblad scored on a power play to give the Florida Panthers a 1-0 lead. And it was about 13 minutes after that that Carter Verhaeghe made it 2-0 and silenced the crowd in Toronto. And Leaf Square, everyone, silence. Silencio stampa, Walio. I'm telling you, radio silence it was, or let's call it podcast silence, even better because radio, it's on his way out. But anyway, it's another story for another day. In the second period, Morgan Riley's able to get one past Bobrovsky, who up until that point was kind of like lights out, but that's anyway, he's able to beat him, and he makes it 2-1. And then the Toronto Maple Leafs had what they thought was another goal by Morgan Riley, which they went to replay. They looked at it and stuff like that. It wasn't conclusive. And then the decision was taken that it was no goal because the play was deemed a dead play before the puck actually crossed the line. So you see it cross the line when you take a look at the replays. But by that point, it looks like it's a dead play. Bobrovsky's getting up, and when he's getting up, the puck trickles back and it goes over the line. Everyone in Toronto is crying scandal and stuff like that. But it appears to be the right call. The only thing that's a little bit crazy is, like I tweeted out, we can put somebody on the moon. We could put somebody on the moon in 2023. That's not a problem. We could even put them on the moon before 2023, by the way. We can fly a drone from our house, make it land in someone else's backyard deck about 18 kilometers away, and we can do that. But yet, we can't always tell if a puck crosses a line. And if it does, we can't always tell if the whistle was blown before. And if we do, like we were able to now, but it just seems like it takes an eternity. And 2023, with technology being what it is, it just shouldn't take that long. That's all I'm getting at. It's a little bit weird. It is the Sick Podcast, brought to you in part by Bittt Tibi. Embrace your true nature. Brewed in Quebec, a winner of a dozen international awards. Bittt Tibi offers quality microbrewery beers made with premium ingredients for everyone's taste. Bittt Tibi. Embrace your true nature. And Energy Transportation Group, a leading full-service logistics provider serving all of North America, driven to be different. Speaking of driving, this time not transport, but actually in sales of scooters and motorcycles, Excel Moto, the premier motorcycle and scooter dealership in Montreal for over 20 years. Their dealership carries 7 different motorcycle and scooter brands, the number one Aprilia and Piaggio ambassadors for the last 5 years. And I bring that up because the Piaggio group makes Piaggio scooters, Aprilia scooters, and of course, the very renowned Vespa scooters, the GOAT of all scooters. Excel Moto, your ultimate destination and best customer service experience, in my opinion. Only one place in Montreal to buy your Piaggio scooter or Vespa or Aprilia. It's Excel Moto, excelmoto.com. Check out the website. And by the way, letting you know that they have a promotion that ends at the end of June, that with your purchase of a scooter, you will end up getting yourself a helmet of a certain value. Call them for more information. You can find their phone number on their website, which is excelmoto.com. He's a collaborator every Thursday. One Thursday he forgot. One Thursday the time was changed. The other Thursday They were honoring him in Edmonton, and there was ovation like crazy. He was on the Jumbotron. They were saluting him. And but he joins us today on Friday. You got to love him. Former NHLer, former Edmonton Oiler, George on the pillow. Hey, Mositumo. This is a different.
How you doing, Tony?
This is
How you doing, Tony?
pillow. Very good. How are you?
I'm good, Tony. I'm good.
Yeah, you know what I love about you? The fact that you take your collaborations and this podcast so seriously. You know, you're there, 3-piece suit, shirt, tie, perfect setting, an amazing background, nothing in the way. It's very professional. You're not relaxed at all. I
Tony,
love
listen.
that about you.
Tony, listen. I came back last night at 1 a.m. from Edmonton. My flight got delayed like crazy. I went home. I slept at 2 a.m. I had to get up at 6 a.m. to drive to Quebec City to do my show there.
Wow.
I barely slept. I just got back from Quebec City.
You did it in Quebec City. Why? Because you guys were broadcasting live from the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League playoffs, or what?
Yes, exactly. Because the Rampart is starting today against Halifax. So
yeah,
I was there with the fans taking pictures. I just got back at home in time for your podcast.
Thank you.
Dead.
I'm very grateful,
Tony.
George.
I just got in.
Listen to me carefully, okay? And I know I was joking, okay? I have a different approach. I did in radio and I do with podcasting. Although it's all business, I'm all about fun. When Agnello and I started talking about the Sick Podcast, we both said to each other that we wanted this to be work, but not feel like it. We wanted it to be business, but we wanted it to be casual. Most of all, we just wanted to have fun. And the second that it wasn't going to be fun anymore, we're not going to do it anymore. And we're starting to have fun. We want to have even more fun going forward. We have all kinds of creative ideas with our collaborators and with our guests and with our viewers. So when I say to you that you're in a relaxed atmosphere, I'm poking fun at you because it's fun.
Okay, awesome. No problem, bro. While I'm doing this, I'm watching with you. I'm going to watch the overtime of the Maple Leaf game against the Panthers. So maybe we'll scream while we're doing the podcast together live.
Salt water, my friend. Salt water.
Awesome. Good job.
Yeah. Thank you. Do you do that too? Do you put some pink salt in your water?
No.
I was told to do that. Yeah. It's working.
Are you running a bit? Are you doing some sport?
I am walking at a fast pace. I've been walking on the treadmill, on my Matrix treadmill, matrixhomefitness.ca. Because am I doing any other kind of exercise? No, I haven't. I've only done walking. And now with the weather turning the corner, I'm going to add that to my regimen as well. I'll be walking outdoors because the last couple of days have been 25 degrees. I think they're calling for about 19 degrees. Tomorrow and on Sunday. So that's nice to get in a walk. My son's got a game on Saturday and a game on Sunday. So I'll probably get to the park about an hour and a half before the game, and then I'll just walk around for an hour and a half. Anyway, listen, forget about that. We're going to get to Toronto. We're going to get to even the Habs because there's a lot of stuff to talk about. But the goal, before we get to Edmonton, because you were there, what do you think of that no goal, Morgan Riley?
Well, when the ref calls it like no goals, it has to be clear with the replay that it's in, right? So that's the rule. That's the rule. If the ref called it goal, then it has to be conclusive with a video that it's not in. So it's the right call.
It's the right call. Okay, I get it.
Tony, the rule in the NHL, that's the way it works.
Yeah,
if they call it no goal, you got to be, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, you almost scored.
Can you, okay, so you can do this. I can't, obviously, because you played. Can you, fans love overtime, all right? In the playoffs, like there's nothing better than an NHL playoff game and overtime in a playoff game. Wow, what a save. What a save by Bobrovsky right there. And that could have, Toronto's coming on. All right, okay. Can you begin to put into words what it feels like for NHLers going into overtime? When you go, it's the end of regulation. You're going to overtime in a playoff game. I mean, I know players say it's exciting, but we just get the feeling that they're all pretty nervous about it. How do players feel? What has been your experience for yourself personally and other players that you've played with regarding overtime in the playoffs, especially when if it's you lose, you're out?
Well, Tony, overtime in the playoff is not fun. It's not fun because what everybody's thinking about is not make that mistake that's going to cost the team. Because the thing is, often in overtime, it's a bad goal. It's a bad mistake that again ends up in the back of the net. Nobody wants to take the penalty that is going to cost your team. So we're all cautious. Everybody wants to win, but we're way more cautious in overtime than that we would be if we were to play, as 5-on-5, because the game is on the line, and especially if it's elimination game, then you're even more nervous.
If Toronto wins this game after winning last game 2-1, and they would win this game 3-2 in overtime after being down 2-0, would you start to believe?
I think if Toronto wins this game, it's going in 7. I think it's going in 7 game. Florida needs to win this game, otherwise, Toronto's they're gonna beat them in Florida again. Momentum is gonna be on their side.
George, I'm gonna tell you something, and maybe it's because I always thought Toronto was a better team from the start. But Florida wants to win this series. I'm gonna echo your sentiments. They better win this game tonight, because if they don't, I think Toronto's gonna come back and win the series.
I wouldn't be surprised.
This is going live on YouTube. It's going live on Facebook, and it's going live on Twitter. And you know what? Toronto might end up winning this game and still get eliminated. I might look like an idiot, but it's just my gut tells me that in the playoffs, momentum, it's something. Now we've seen cases where it's not. I mean, Florida blew a lead last in game 3, and then they were able to win in overtime anyway. But I just, I wish Florida, if Toronto wins this game, man, you're giving Toronto a lot of life.
Yeah, no, you're right. But at the same time, you remember the difference now in the series is Bobrovsky is back being the same goalie as he was when he played for Columbus. He is stellar. He's making a big difference. He's been the first stars for each victory that the Panthers got. So
a lot of people forget about this, George, but Sergei Bobrovsky at one point was the best goalie in the National Hockey League, and that's why he got that contract of $10.5 million a year.
It was between him and Carey Price, and some people were saying that he was even better than Price. So now his confidence is back after he took out Boston, and now he's a problem because he's making the big difference, and that's why all those big cannon from Toronto are having such a hard time.
And Bobrovsky, he's 34 years old. Like, he's not 45, like goalies can play until they're 40 years old. So 37, 38 years old. I mean, Tim Thomas was really good in 2011, and he was older than Bobrovsky, and they won a Stanley Cup, and he was, he was probably their best player in the playoffs. So face off in the offensive zone. I almost feel like you and I are going to have to do kind of like a play-by-play. We're going to watch the game. We're going to watch the game together.
Yeah, we all watch it together
for the Florida Panthers.
Yeah. Actually, I'm ahead of you. I'm like 10 seconds ahead. Yeah, 10 seconds ahead. I'm watching on Sportsnet live. I don't know what you're watching on, but mean is like I'm 10 seconds before you.
Oh wow! So you're gonna tell me when somebody scores? Isn't that awful?
I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream when somebody scores. I'm gonna scream.
That's really odd, that, because we're watching the same channel, but you're telling me you're ahead of me.
Yeah, what are you watching it on?
What do you mean?
What network are you using?
Sportsnet.
No, but what's your internet?
Videotron.
Okay, I'm with Bell, so Bell is quicker. 10 seconds quicker.
I don't think so.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm just telling you right now. I have
Wow.
Bellfib. Bellfib is the fastest connection internet, and I'm 10 seconds faster than you. It is, Tony. We're watching at the same time. That's exactly what it is.
I'm going to change my channel then.
No, you can't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's okay, Tony. It's 10 seconds. I'll tell you what happens.
No, I don't want to know what happens.
What do you don't want to know? It's like 10 seconds. It's okay.
Toronto's in the offensive zone now.
No, now it's Barkov just shot.
And mostly too, George, now what Barkov just shot.
You see, you're 10 seconds behind.
You with the 10 seconds. I'm a mile ahead of everybody, George. Stop with the 10 seconds behind.
What do you see right now?
That wasn't a Barkov shot. Got a face-off in Toronto zone. Face-off. A wrister down the left wing. A save was made, and it's a face-off. But you going to talk, or I'm just going to look at you with your hand on your head and on top of the pillow. By the way, that's a different pillow today now that you had last time, eh?
How much time now I'm in my bed? That's why.
Yeah.
How much time you see right now in your clock?
14,
right now.
15.
14, 15?
Yeah.
Oh, you're ahead of me then.
Yeah.
So I'm the one that's late then.
Yeah. So I'm going to end up telling you when there's a goal.
Yeah, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it too. Listen, you were in Edmonton the other day.
Yeah.
And you got the hero's welcome, eh?
I love Edmonton, man.
So why did you go? Did they invite you or you felt like going? What's the story behind this? You're going to Edmonton all the time. Like, I know your kids are there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
so
but what happened? No, but
you went there for the playoff game?
Tony, every year, like they did it last year too, they pick an alumni to come and to boost the crowd for a playoff game.
Oh, that's amazing. You know that? I like that.
Yeah, and every year they ask me because, as you saw, I play it along. I scream. I get the crowd going, and they put a little clip on the jumbotron about some highlights when you played there, and then you just scream to get the crowd going. And I do it every year because when they invite me, my kids never saw me play in Edmonton.
Yeah.
But for them to see the crowd reaction,
that must be it must be a thrill for their kids that their father's like a hero in Edmonton. That's amazing.
For them, and there's no price you can attach to that. So just the fact that my kids can live that with me and stuff is amazing. Yeah. It's incredible, Tony, and that's why I do it.
Tell me, that must hurt that your kids never saw you play. Eh? Their father played in the National Hockey League, and they didn't have a chance to see it. Eh?
I'm glad they never saw me play because I was a fighter, Tony. So I'm happy about it.
Oh,
I'd rather see them when the crowd is like chanting me on like this in a non-fighting way than seeing people standing up when I was fighting. I don't think it'd be a good example for them.
When you retired, your kids were how old?
My kids were just born.
They were just born.
My kids are born March 30th.
How old are they right now? How old
2009, and I was released January 2010. Okay. So they weren't even a year. They weren't even a year old when I got released.
So your kids are what, 13, 14 years old right now?
14.
Okay. Let's say you were playing in the National Hockey League right now. Your kids are 14 years old. Do you think you'd be the same fighter? It's probably a crazy question, but I think you get my drift, right? Like, would you?
No, Tony, I would be the same. I would be the same because it's killed or be killed. You're a gladiator.
Would you be even more defensive? Would you be even more strategic and more tactical in your ways?
No, I would be the same way as I was. I was tactical when I was fighting, Tony.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, and I was not a mean fighter. I was a smart fighter. And I did what I had to do.
Sometimes you opened up and you were swinging. Obviously, if you did that, it's because you knew you were going to have the upper hand there. But
but Tony, I open up when I can. Like, it all depends. There's a technique, right? And there's a reason why I had a good reputation because I knew how to fight, and fighting is 75% technique. You know, strength is it's like really minimal in terms of what that is and stuff. And the reach and the size that I had was a huge advantage.
No, it's a good point when you say that because of your kids that you're happy that they never saw you play. Who did you bring with you?
Johan from my store.
He's your partner?
Collection. Yeah, he came with me.
Yeah.
And another friend of mine, Steve, came with me. They flew in. You should come with me next time if you want.
Là, what do you think I'm asking you for? I'm waiting for an invitation. Like, j'aimerais ça, man.
Tony, you invited anytime. Next game I'm going. I'll let you know you come. You have to come. I'll be happy to.
I
It'll
never
be
been
awesome.
to Edmonton.
Yeah, no. You the only condition when you come, you're only gonna eat vegan. That's the condition I give to my friends.
I have no
They
problem.
accepted it. Perfect.
George, can I tell you something? Don't get me wrong, okay? Because I still have these thoughts of pizza, sub, burgers, poutine. Like, this is my favorite food in the world, okay? But going through the weight loss program that I've been going through over the last 47 days or so, I've been eating clean. And the more I've been eating clean, the more I have an appreciation of eating clean. And every morning when you get on the scale and you see that you dropped half a pound, it motivates you, right? And you know that if you eat the wrong foods, that it's going to set you back. Like, you're going to take 3 steps back. And then to make it up, like, so I have 2 cheat days that I'm allowed every 45 days.
Yeah.
And my cheat days were actually they were last week. And so it's okay. There's actually a method to the madness, right? But so I'm okay. I'm all good with the vegan. Don't worry about it because I've been eating clean for the most part, like 80% of the time, and I'm getting a greater appreciation. All right, now, is there a penalty to the Toronto Maple Leafs here in overtime?
Yeah, there's a penalty. Yeah.
Wow.
It's not a penalty because
hold on.
Puck over the glass, but it's not there's no replay, so they can't. But
no penalty, George.
No.
Penalty.
Yeah. No, I know it's a penalty, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be one.
Look at Sheldon Keefe.
It's over.
It's over.
Well, yeah, they're gonna score now.
Hey, how do you know they're gonna score now? You know what happens? They kill this penalty. They're the ones who are scoring. Kachuk, Barkov, Bennett, Reinhardt, and Montour on the ice. What do you say? The full 2 minutes for them, George, or no?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're not getting off.
I bet you they'll get off, because then if they don't score, then who's up next?
Tony, it's over. I'm kind of sad for Toronto, but it's over. Aren't you sad?
It's not over yet.
It will be.
Hey, George, you know what? Give me the 6 numbers that are coming out tomorrow night now, if you know that. I don't know, man. Florida doesn't look good on this power play either. It looks like they're the ones who are battling nerves. Toronto, very aggressive on the penalty kill, eh? George, I find teams have to be aggressive on the penalty kill nowadays. What do you think?
Oh, man, it depends.
I like aggressive penalty kills. Never mind, it depends.
Like, Edmonton is so skilled that if you are, they're gonna beat you.
George, Edmonton is so skilled that if you're not aggressive, they're gonna beat you, George.
Yeah, but when you're aggressive, you commit. And when you commit, you create opening, and it's dangerous.
Okay, true. But when you're not aggressive, you give the skilled players on the other side time and space. And you give skilled players time and space, they can kill you.
I understand, Tony. But again, you could at least, when they go about to shot, you're in a position more to block. As if you're too aggressive, you attack. There's a player's left. So then
49 seconds left in the power play.
You open yourself to a tic-tac-toe. Oh, we're the same. Tony, we're the same time then.
Well, that happened for me 10 seconds ago. That's why I brought it up. The Oilers are 1-1, eh, by the way?
The what?
The Oilers.
2-2. Not 1-1, 2-2. But Tony, by the way, that series over. What Pietrangelo did.
The game is 1-1, George.
Oh, the game. Sorry, I thought you meant the series.
No. There's 7 minutes into the game. It's 1-1.
Yeah.
You have 2 TVs going at the same time or one?
I would with my phone, but I'm with you. So after I'll put the Oilers one.
Okay. So I broke it to you then. Wow.
That's okay.
Timeout Florida, George.
Yeah.
Timeout Florida. Look at these fans, man.
Well, they're nervous for sure, Tony. It's normal.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man, they're nervous, man. They're nervous.
Wouldn't you be?
You can feel the tension.
Yeah.
Look at the Panthers. The Panthers, they look like they're pretty nervous too because they understand that you don't want to give Toronto life. You really don't.
Yeah.
We just saw the Panthers management team and a close-up of Roberto Luongo, the hair slick back. This is a key face-off. This is a big face-off. Barkov versus O'Reilly, and Barkov won it. Barkov just trying to get pucks at the net, George?
Oh, you're behind me. You're behind. How much time in your clock right now? How much time in your clock right now?
Who? Right now?
How much time? Yeah.
10 minutes and 15.
Oh, okay. You're ahead of me.
Of course, yeah. Yeah. Let's see what happens here. Nothing's happened yet, George.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened yet.
No, the power play's done.
This guy, George, this guy is making, the power play's over. But George, this guy might say it's unbelievable. George, you say it's over. What are you doing? You're trying to reverse psychology or what? You don't want it to be over, so you're saying it's over. Oh, you want the Leafs to win, George?
Yes, I do. I won the Canadian final.
Yeah, okay. Lots of Canadian final you're gonna get.
But you know, like I like Tampa too.
You know what the league wants, eh? The league wants.
I like what the Panthers.
The league wants Florida, Carolina, Dallas, and Vegas. That's a dream. The dream for the league to grow the game in the States.
Yeah,
with
but
the
I know
US
for
networks.
I know for the TV rights, you're right that having US team is way better for them.
Listen, but
way better.
If we have a chance to go to Edmonton, there's a chance that I can meet Connor or what? What's the story?
No, not in the playoffs.
Yeah, okay. So I'm not going this time. We'll go next year we'll go next year in a preseason game, George.
Yeah, no, regular season we can.
We'll go next year regular season. We're gonna go in the regular season next year. And even at that, George, we're gonna go on a non-game day and we're gonna see if Connor wants to go to the Edmonton Mall with us. Va passer des heures at the mall there.
No, he's not gonna go to the mall, I guarantee you that.
Oh, because he can't go out to the mall, eh?
Come on, Tony. What do you think is going to happen if he does?
Everyone's going to stop me for a selfie.
Hey, I can't even go to the mall. Imagine Connor.
Wow.
Imagine Connor. Like, wow. Forget it. Connor cannot go anywhere. He needs, forget it.
When you hear people say, because some have this opinion, that Connor McDavid's an individual player, just thinks about himself, long shifts, this, that, it's never won anything, yada, yada, yada.
They know nothing. Anyone that says that know nothing about hockey, Tony. Nothing. They know nothing about hockey, and I don't even want to debate with them. That's so dumb. They got 150 points. He's recognized by his pair, by the best player in the NHL. He's gonna win the 10 Lindsay, recognized by his pair. If he was selfish, he wouldn't. When Pietrangelo act Draisaitl, tomahawk in his arm. Connor jumped on it. Connor went.
Hey, that was something. Hey, that impressed me. And by the way, I'm not surprised, but that was nice to see. Because McDavid.
Connor went after Pietrangelo.
McDavid went after Pietrangelo as if McDavid was saying, "You can't touch our superstar." It was amazing, man. It was really amazing.
And you know what? McDavid did an interview the other day, and people were asking him about Draisaitl. And he said, on many nights, he's the best player in the world.
I thought it was unbelievable. I thought it was unbelievable that he said that, by the way.
Yeah. So
I thought it was unbelievable that he said that. There's a lot of players that wouldn't say that, eh?
So, Tony, yeah, exactly. So all those guys that are saying that selfish and this and that, they could cover other sport because they know nothing about hockey.
It's when I heard him say, on many nights, he's the best player in the world, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
That takes a heck of a lot. If you're Connor McDavid and you're saying that about that takes a heck of a lot of humility to say that, man.
Yeah, especially considering that you are the best player in the world.
When I remember, the NHL All-Star Weekend this year, I don't remember who it was in the media that said it because so many people spoke during that weekend. Yeah. But people were actually saying that the talk of the weekend amongst the players was that they couldn't believe how much better Connor McDavid is than every other player in the league.
Yeah.
You know, like the saying, like he's on the other side of the street. Like the talk among the players was that Connor McDavid was on the other side of the street than them. And he was like, hey, guys, I'm over here. You know?
Yeah. No, he's that good. He is that good.
That's a darker pillow that you have today.
It's a brown pillow, yeah.
It's a brown pillow. What happened to the white ones? Was
in
that
my
the white
living-
one and it turned brown?
It's in the living room.
Okay. But that brown pillow that's there, that was not originally the white pillow.
No.
And
no,
you smashed
Tony.
it a couple of times and it became
No,
brown.
Tony. It doesn't matter what color you are. When you smash something, it's not your color of your skin, Tony. Know your biology. Come on. Know your biology. Come on, Tony. What is that? Tony. My God.
Hey,
You're
50
tired, Tony.
Hey, 52 to 42 are the shots for Toronto.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Hey, Tavares was 14 for 17 on faceoff attempts. Did you see that, George? Could you
pretty
imagine?
Good, huh? That's good.
Big
That's
game
good.
like that's good. 14 of 17, George. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Hey, they got Tavares and O'Reilly on the ice at the same time, George.
Yeah.
And you know why, eh?
Why?
Defensive zone faceoff it was. If one centerman gets thrown out, you have the other one to win the big important draw.
Yeah, that's true.
George, c'est pas juste une belle face, not just another pretty face, George. I know what I'm talking about, George. I can go behind that bench and I can coach this thing. What do you think?
No, but
hey, no, listen. No, I'm not going to pretend to be a coach. I'm not, but I got a pretty good hockey brain, I think. But let me ask you something. You ever thought of getting into coaching?
No, never.
Why? Because you don't want to be at the rink at 6:30 in the morning and leave at
Tony, I
at midnight.
donated my life to hockey. Okay, I donated my life to hockey since I don't know, junior hockey, American Hockey League, NHL. Thank to God, I have other options to do other things than be on the bench every single day and travel like crazy and not having a life.
You didn't fall out of love with hockey because you're still working in hockey.
No,
but
Tony, coaching, the traveling and stuff is the same. It's almost the same thing as playing. You have no life. You're always on the road, right?
No,
right.
But George, you're right. But don't tell me that players have no life, George. Don't tell me that.
No, what I'm saying is
coaches
that
have it very difficult. Amateur scouts have put on kilometers and are away on the road 250 days a year. But being a National Hockey League player must be that busy, George.
Tony, what I meant is
Yeah.
I didn't mean that they don't work hard.
Yeah.
What I meant is that and I'm talking for me, if I give my life to hockey, right, every single day, sacrificing everything, when I'm done and I retire, the last thing that I want to do is something that's going to take all my time again.
I
There's
understand.
a life to live. There's a life to live after hockey.
Yeah.
You're on the road all the time. If you're coaching all your life after you played, you're never gonna have those years back.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when you have kids, a family, you have to think of them. If you're always on the road, how good is that?
Yeah.
So if I didn't have any options, Tony, I would have gone into coaching because you have to make a living. But as I said, thank to God, I have other options to do other things. So I don't have to dedicate myself to the rink every single day and travel like I was playing because I have other options. Because I don't want to do that.
I completely understand where you're coming from. All right. So on the 23rd of November, I turned 50 years old. Okay. I gave almost 20 years, 4 months shy of 20 years hosting my own radio show. Okay. For the first 10 years, I worked weekends, and not only my 3-hour show, I worked every single post-game show there was to work for the first 10 years. After when I hit 10 years, my boss, Wayne Buse, said to me, he says, it's going to be your 10-year anniversary. What would you like as a bonus? I said, Wayne, I don't want to work weekends anymore. 10 years. He said, you got it. And so he found others to give them the post-game shows on the weekend. As I got more and more seniority, I gave up more and more of those post-game shows. So I was working my 3 hours in the day of my show, and then I was working the post-game show. And then every year, I was giving up more and more shows because I wanted a life. And, of course, on May 27 of a year ago, I decided to walk away from hosting my own radio show in English and going full-time with the podcast. And other opportunities came up, and I took a collaborative role, of course, as you know, on the BPM French Sports Radio and the TVA Sport French Sports Television. And even though I work in the morning at 8:05, and even though I work later on at night at 5:30, and even though I work the podcast at 10 o'clock, I have more free time, and my life is so much better. Like you, I want to live, and I'm living my best life right now. Yeah, I appreciate it when people stop me in the street and say, you know what, I miss your radio show, and I used to love you, and this and that. It makes me feel great.
Yeah.
But I say to them, you know, I gave almost 20 years. I did what I had to do. You know, I wasn't going to get any bigger doing it. And now, you know, I'm living, I'm having fun. I got the
Oh my God, it's over. It's over.
It's over. It's over.
Oh my God, it's over.
It's over. My God, George.
Oh my God, it's over.
Oh my God, it's over, George. Ay, 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 ay,
oh my
ay,
God,
ay,
it's
ay,
over.
ay. Oh my God, it's over, George.
In Toronto.
Oh
in
my
Toronto.
God, cousins. Pasandandonio. Wow.
In Toronto.
In Toronto, George. In Toronto. In Toronto. Fire everybody.
Oh my! You have to fire everyone.
Fire the security guard.
Oh
fire
my
the
God.
usher, the chauffeur, the garage attendant.
The former Montreal Canadian.
What's up? Hold on a second. What's Sheldon Keefe looking at?
No, it's over.
It's over. He's looking at the iPad. Maybe he got an email that he's fired.
Oh, what a toe drag.
Maybe he got an email that he's fired. It's a turnover, though, George?
God. Oh, my God. It's
Deflection
over.
by Tavares. Save by Bobrovsky.
Unbelievable.
The other way. Oh, did you see that? Radko Gudas applies a pick, George. A very, very well-timed pick, and it opens up the lane for Cousins.
Unbelievable. In Toronto. Bobrovsky, man. Bobrovsky. Goaltending makes you win playoff. Bobrovsky is turning like Patrick Roy was in 86 and 93, man.
Know what that means?
Bobrovsky is doing something special. He's doing something special.
That means
now that team is resting. Oh my God, they're gonna be dangerous.
Allow me, George, to just send out a tweet. The Toronto Maple Leafs just got eliminated on their home ice in overtime. On a goal scored by a former Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah. Wow.
Nick Cousins. There you go.
Incredible. Okay, wow. Tony, I'm watching the Oilers game now. So, Tony, it was fun. I did overtime, 40 minutes. Tony.
Yeah. Okay. So the Maple Leafs just got eliminated in overtime on their home ice on a goal scored by former Canadiens player Nick Cousins.
Yes.
That's it. And we tweeted.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
You know what? You go what before you go to watch the orders. 2 seconds. What happens in Toronto? What happens?
Everybody gets fired.
Everybody gets fired?
Everybody, like GM and coach. They have no choice.
That's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. All right.
They have no choice.
We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, man.
All right. Ciao, George. Thanks for joining me. All right. There you have it. Wow. We're going to get to a lot of your comments. Chris says Nick Cousins, a true Hab. Wow. I got to admit, when Toronto eliminated Tampa and Boston got eliminated and Colorado got eliminated, I thought it was Toronto's cup to lose. That doesn't look like a very accurate opinion right now, but I really thought, which other team in the playoffs has 3 players at center like Matthews, like Tavares, and like O'Reilly, and cups are won at center ice? And in the past, goalies can win series. And Bobrovsky got hot. It's unbelievable. Wow. Could you imagine? The puck goes the other way. Look at Radko Gudas. Look at what a pick. What a pick. It was what a pick by Radko Gudas. What a pick. And it just opened up all the space for Cousins. Oh, it looks like he may have been holding on to Yarncrocs' stick. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Look at Roberto Luongo. Look at Paul Maurice. Wow. Paul Maurice, made it to one cup final, I believe, but here's a guy who missed the playoffs. I was looking at his playoff record the other day. I think he missed it like 13 times. You got to feel good for him. Nick Cousins, obviously the biggest goal of his career. Wow. Scoring in Toronto. Nick Cousins from Belleville, Ontario, by the way. How do you think it feels for him? From Belleville, Ontario. Hey, Austin Matthews did absolutely nothing in this series, eh? He did absolutely nothing in this series. He was terrible. Terrible. And he had this face like he didn't want to be there. It was really bad. Really bad. Wow. We're going to get to some of your comments. Toronto needs character players, says Crypto Bunny. Chris says Leafs should sell and rebuild next season. Get rid of all the management too. Nick Cousins, Stéphane in Quebec City says Nick Cousins, quasiment un gars de chez nous. Lebowski says Matthews kind of sucks. No, he doesn't. Enforcer says he hates Canada. Big Bill says Leaf stars have talent but no heart. Happy for Duclair says Matrix is real. By the way, Anthony Duclair had a good series. Played well. It's a real debacle for Sheldon Keefe. Man. Florida did it again, eh? In game 3, they were up a couple of goals. Toronto comes back to tie it up. They go to overtime. Florida wins on a goal by Carter Verhaeghe. Game 5, they're up by a couple of goals. Toronto comes back. Boom, they go to overtime. Nick Cousins scores the winner. But what a pick by Ratko Gudas. What a pick by Ratko Gudas. Wow. That's unbelievable. You know, like George Laraque, I kind of feel like going to watch the Oilers game too. I'm not going to lie to you. Where's Agnello and Sammy? Let's bring them on. Agnello, Sammy, show me some life. Where are you?
What's happening, Tony?
What's happening with you with that Tennessee Titans?
Much.
But is it cold in your house that you're wearing that? I'm boiling. And look at me. Look, I'm sweating.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly. My house is always cold, to be honest.
It's always cold?
Yeah, keep it like at 20 degrees, 21 degrees.
I like that too.
Yeah.
I like that too.
I can't believe Toronto's out. Whoa.
You thought they were going to win tonight?
I thought they were going to win the series even when they were down.
I thought they were going to win the series too.
Yeah, I really did.
Mind you, when they went down 3-0, I didn't like their chances at that point. But actually, before the series started, I was at your place in the West Island, and your daughter's boyfriend was a Bruins fan.
Yep.
Told me that Florida was going to beat Toronto.
Yep.
And I told him, give me a break.
Yep.
Toronto's going to the final. There's an open path to the cup.
The goal.
And he said, no, Florida's better than you think. I said, Toronto's going to eat them alive.
They're not a better team. I just think they have better goaltending. They're not a better team than Toronto. I don't think.
Well, I mean, they won the series, so
not on paper, anyways.
Yeah, no, but isn't it funny that at a time when we thought in 2023 that goaltending would no longer be a difference in a series, that it would be actually depth at center, that a team like Toronto can have 3 stars at the center ice position, and in the end, they end up getting eliminated. Why? Because they ran into a hot goalie.
I don't know. I just feel there's something.
There's something wrong, though, eh? There's something wrong.
There's something wrong.
There's something wrong.
I agree. There's something wrong.
Matthews doesn't smile. He doesn't smile before the game. He doesn't smile during the game. He doesn't smile after the game.
I told a big Leaf fan today, I don't think Matthews even wants to be there. So we'll see what happens. It's very weird.
It's very weird.
Very weird.
Oilers are up by a score of 2-1, by the way.
I know, we're watching it.
A minute left in period number 1, Vegas on the power play.
I know. We have basketball on. We have hockey on. We have everything on here.
You know, I know a lot of people are happy that Toronto got eliminated, but we know how much the media in Toronto are into the Leafs. And having a team like that, it's good for hockey in Canada. You know, but I know a lot of people are happy the Leafs got eliminated and stuff like that, but wow. You know, the Florida Panthers played like the team that finished first overall a year ago.
I know. So what do the Canadiens pick now with Florida winning this?
Forget it, bro. They're picking. It's a disaster right now. It's a disaster. If they were going to lose that series, the Canadiens were going to pick 17.
Yeah, I know that.
And now they're picking 20 something.
Yeah.
They're picking 20 something. Toronto's a great team on paper. Yep. But the reality is the game's not played on paper. The game's played on the ice.
There's definitely something wrong there. We'll see what happens.
So if you take a look at 32 teams, they're going to pick 29th.
Yep. We'll see what happens in the offseason.
29. It was 29th, I think, right? I think it was 29th. I think it was 29th. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, but Stefan, can we take a call if we want to or what?
Can we take a call?
Yeah. What are you looking for? You need a technician or what are you looking around? You looking for your wife or what story?
Take a call. We can take a call, I guess, if you want.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. Are you ready? Because I'm going to try something that I think you're going to lose your mind with what I'm going to do. I want to give out the link that we're on for Stefan in Quebec City to just grab it and call us right now. Do you still have Stefan's number or his email?
I think it's going to be too hard just to give him the link. I think you're going to have to send it to him. I don't think I have it, no.
No, I'm not going to send it to him. I'm actually going to put it in the YouTube chat for everyone to see, and we hope that Stefan is going to give us a call. So why don't we just do this, okay? Why don't we just do this, okay? Stefan, send me a message here on the YouTube chat if you're ready to call in if I give you the link. He has the link, he says. How the hell did he get the link?
Doesn't have the link. He probably thinks it's still the same one from 3 months ago.
No, Stefan, different link. Are you ready? Stefan, I'm going to put it in the YouTube chat right now. It's a different link all the time. I'm taking a risk with this. And Yellow, I just put it in the chat.
Okay. Let's hope
There we go. And let's see if he calls.
Okay, so we're going to go off. We'll put him on.
Yeah, you're going to go off and put him on.
Okay.
So I'm going to find out if Stefan is calling in. Is calling in. Stefan says he wants to call in. Stefan in Quebec City. And we're going to take a call. It's Friday night. You know what I mean? It's Friday night. I'm in for Matt O'Hayan, by the way. I think Stefan called in already, eh? Stefan! Look at him. Guarda sta bellezza qua. Oh!
Hello, Tony. How are you?
Good, but you can't put the phone sideways, eh?
No, I don't think it's going to work.
Yes, yes, there.
This
Like
time
that.
it's working. Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah. Sagrish. Hey, again with the Los Angeles Kings jersey? Ragazzi Vachon. What's the story?
Hey, Tony, I just have a hockey jersey for teams who are not now in the playoffs. I have a Rangers jersey, a Capitals Washington jersey,
Yeah.
a Montreal Canadiens jersey.
Yeah.
Okay, but this one looks great with my wall.
Oh, it looks great with your wall.
Yes, man.
No, it's true. It looks great with your wall. You're right. What is that wall, by the way? What's on the wall?
It's a champagne bottle popping.
Very nice.
Tony,
Yeah.
are you in your basement or in the same level than the other space in your room?
No, I'm in the basement.
Why you don't have a door?
Why I don't have a door?
Yes, in my basement I have 2 doors.
Okay, hold on a second. How do you know I don't have a door?
You say that a lot of time.
You're right about that. Okay, so I don't have a door, and I called a gentleman a couple of days ago, and he's coming to my place on Saturday, May 20th. So not tomorrow, the Saturday after, to install the door.
Okay. What kind of door? An old door like we saw in the doctor office in the 80s with the Capitaine. I don't know in English.
It's I have to go purchase it tomorrow. I'm going to go get a big solid door, okay, with the frame around it. The only thing is I'm not decided yet whether it's going to be a 24-inch door or a 30-inch door. What do you reckon? And I'll tell you why. Because from my room, where I am now, the basement, okay, to go into the next room, which I call the cinema room, okay, all right? Tu me suis là?
Yes.
So to go from my room to the cinema room, the passage where the door, where the door should be, that there's no door right now, that's where the stairs are to go upstairs.
Yes.
So it's a slant and there's a check. So what happens is if we put a full-size door, which I think a 32-inch door can go in there because it's a 34-inch space. If we put that, the second we open the door and we're going to walk, we're going to hit our head.
Okay.
So what the gentleman recommends is to put a very small 24-inch door on the side where there's the slant coming down. You're actually going to fill it or put moldings or whatever. And then when you open the 24-inch door by there, it's gone higher and you won't hit your head. So we have to decide whether we want a 30-inch door and there's a chance we're going to hit our head every now and then, or a 24-inch door. You'll never hit your head on a 24-inch door because you'll have room, you'll be clear. But the inconvenience is that if you ever want to move something from one room to the other, now you have a very small passage.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, but at the same time, if I ever want to bring anything into the other room, I can always use my garage, which has another door that leads into my cinema room. But you know what? If somebody would have told me today that on Friday night on the Sick Podcast, 10:55 p.m., I would be live with Stéphane from Quebec City, and we would be talking about what kind of door, what size of door. I would have never predicted this. You're into doors or what?
No.
You have a passion for doors?
I just said to you that the same setup in my house. I have two doors, one downstairs and one upstairs. I have two doors. So my wife doesn't understand anything.
Yeah. Non capisci niente.
Absolutely. Hey, Tony, félicitations. The day of the draft, you had more than
the draft lottery show.
1,200 listeners on your sick podcast. At the top, maybe more.
Yeah. Well, listen, I appreciate it. It's a nice number, but I'm not going to lie to you. You know, like I'm always looking to go higher. You know what I mean? Like in my world, I'm going to be having podcasts where there's going to be 2,000 at the same time, 3,000 at one point, 4,000 at one point, 5,000 at one point, and why not 100,000 at one point? You know, there are some big sports podcasts. Pat McAfee on the day he had Aaron Rodgers on, and Aaron Rodgers said he wanted to go to the Jets. I believe Pat McAfee had 467,000 people watching live on YouTube.
Okay.
And, I'd like to be able to have those kind of numbers one day because he got himself a $120 million contract over 4 years.
It's a process, Tony. It's a process.
Yes. It's a process. You're right about that. So, yeah. You're right about that.
So it's Friday. We don't see tonight. José Lévesque n'est pas là à soir.
Even you now, you're with José Lévesque.
Yes. I think it is the only woman on the chat. Maybe. I don't know.
No. We have several.
Several? You think? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So the last time we discussed...
but then again, you know what? I see names. You know what I just thought of? I see names, but we're unable to actually see the profile, to see the picture. Is that Bo?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. The last time we talking together, we were with Peter, the Côte Saint-Luc.
Yeah, Peter of Côte Saint-Luc. I'm actually wearing this shirt tonight in honor of Peter from Côte Saint-Luc. Total emotion and motivation. Hey, toi, t'es venu préparer à soir. Là. You have all kinds of pancartes ready or what? What's the story here?
No, c'est vrai. I prepared some pancarte, like you said.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Remember last time we gave Peter a call? Should I call him or what?
Maybe we can call him because Toronto elimination, it's a very big thing.
Hold on a second. Okay.
We are not available to answer your call at the present time, so please leave your name and a brief message, and I will return your call.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Peter, it's Tony Marinaro from the Sick Podcast. I hope you're doing well. It's Friday night. It's actually 10:59 p.m. I apologize if you're actually sleeping while I'm leaving you this message, and maybe with the phone ringing, I actually disturbed your sleep. So my apologies there. I was just checking up on you. I hope you're doing well, Peter. Great times we used to have when I used to call in to the radio station, Peter. I remember you and I singing Senti nell'aria c'è già la nostra canzone d'amore che va. Those were some of the greatest moments of my life, Peter. Anyway, we have Stéphane from Quebec Cité who's on the podcast live right now. He asked about you, and I said, you know what? Let me give him a call and let me see what's going on, right? So if by chance you're awake, you want to call me back, who knows? Maybe we can get you on the podcast as well. If not, we'll talk tomorrow, Peter. Don't worry about it. Give me a call anytime. You got my number. I'm Marinaro. Ciao, Peter. There we go. Yeah.
George was very cool tonight, but not last Friday night, but 2 Friday before he was very crazy.
Yeah. Hey, it's Steven's birthday or Nick's birthday. I don't know. Nick, Steven. His name is Steven, he says. And he wants to know a special request if we can sing happy birthday. Why don't we sing happy birthday for him? You ready? On 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
my dear
Steven.
Steven.
Happy birthday to you.
Ching.
That's it. Roses are red. Violets are blue. It's time for bed. E mosito.
I said that George was crazy 2 Fridays ago. Maybe one day we can have 2 people, one between us. George versus Snake Boisvert.
George versus Simo, the Snake Boisvert.
At the same podcast, do you think it's a good idea or it's going to be too crazy?
No. I would love to have that. Hey, you really came prepared for the podcast tonight. Like you got flashcards and everything. I mean, this is
flashcard.
I can't believe what's going on here. How many of those do you have?
Man, 2 more.
Hold on a second. Do you have the one where what I said to Monique at the Chez Dagobert?
No, but maybe you don't see it. I think it's yesterday in the chat. Josie Boisvert said that she...
No. José Lévesque, not José Boisvert.
No, mais José Lévesque said in the podcast yesterday that she is partying in the 90s with the Nordics player.
Yeah.
At the Dagobert. Do you see?
I saw when she wrote that. She did not marry a Quebec Nordique, though. No, she didn't do that. But yes, she was partying with the Nordiques. Yes, 100%.
Yes, she said that on the chat. Maybe she.
Yeah, but she's not there tonight on the chat. Maybe she's still partying.
Maybe.
It's Friday night, eh? It's a good time to party.
Friday night disco. Yes, for sure. Okay. Hey, the other subject is very serious. Huh?
Yeah, the other subject is very serious. Tell me what it is, so then we can get this out of the way. We can all go to bed. You can go to bed. I can go to bed, and we'll see each other again on Michkov. No, this is là on commence à parler là. Now it's serious. Now it's serious. 2 minutes ago, we were talking about home renovations and whether the door was going to be solid or hollow, 30-inch or 24-inch. Now we're talking about Michkov. Now we're talking now.
Michkov.
Yeah.
If I am or you are, can't use. You have the 5th choice.
Yeah.
Okay, the other player, the prospect are draft. Okay. Michkov is available. You take. Okay, if Michkov is available at 5th, for sure, I draft him. Okay, it's the 2nd best player in the draft. So maybe can't you, if he want Michkov, maybe he needs to make a trade to be 2nd or 3rd.
So this is what my gut tells me. My gut tells me that if the Canadiens stay at 5, Michkov will be available and the Canadiens will pass. This is what my gut tells me. Now, my gut also told me that Toronto was going to beat Florida before the series started, and they didn't. Okay. But I have a better knack when it comes to the Canadiens. Okay. I have a better knack when it comes to the Canadiens. My gut tells me that Michkov will be available at 5 and the Canadiens will pass.
For sure. If they don't make trade to be 2nd or 3rd and they wait at 5, I'm with you, Tony. They let him go.
So Bedard's going to go first. Fantilli's going to go 2nd. And either Carlson will go 3rd or Will Smith. And so one is going to go 3rd. One's going to go 4th. They're going to be 5th. And Michkov's going to be available. And I believe they will pass. So now if they pass, If they pass now, who do they take? Do they take Zach Benson? Do they take Barlow? Do they take Dvorsky? Hey, I know Philip Boucher yesterday told
Say
us that
Betson is a very good player, right?
hey, he said he's going to be a superstar in the National Hockey League.
He surprised me with his commentary, but
I listen. I trust his analysis. And by the way, how good was Philip Boucher last night on the Sick podcast?
It's very, very good. It's a high quality, fantastic.
High quality, yeah, big time. Like, wow. You know, he's got a great pedigree, right? He played in Major Junior. He played in the National Hockey League. He's a former NHLer. He won a Stanley Cup. He played with 4 different teams. He played with Stars. Stingut Chenu, you know, fully bilingual.
Yes, fully.
You know, he was a GM in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League for some time. He's got a son who plays in the AHL. Was a scout he was doing scouting for Hockey Canada, or he's involved with Hockey Canada. I mean, geez Louise. I mean,
he had a great jersey in the basement.
Oh, beautiful.
Basement too.
And you know what I like too? I liked the look, the whole look, from his look to the background look to the jersey look. The whole look was amazing.
Quality, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Also on the chat tonight, I didn't see José Lévesque, and
but you're facade with this José Lévesque. Now it's you've been on with me for like what 15 minutes. You brought up José Lévesque's name 17 times.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, man,
it's a good thing that you got the 2 doors and that your wife's not listening, because if you wouldn't have any doors and your wife would be listening to you talking about José Lévesque 6 times on a Friday night. Tu peux avoir des problèmes, mon chum.
Ouais, mais on the chat, we are not sure that José Lévesque is really José Lévesque. Maybe it's a guy.
No. Trust me when I tell you that. No. She's very present.
It's a joke.
No, I know it is. No, she's very present on Twitter. José Lévesque is José Lévesque. That I can tell you.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, what do you have now?
It's a joke.
Yeah, what is that? Cuckoo? What is that?
Wait, Cuckoo, it's another guy on the chat, and he hates the Toronto. It's épouvantable. He hates the Leaf. Maybe, yes. With the goal in the overtime.
No, but
sure, he's crazy now.
You spelt it wrong. His handle is KOO. KOO.
Oh, okay. Well, yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's my fault.
It's KOO.
KOO. Yes.
No. Let me finish. Tu vas vite, là. Let me finish. It's KOO K69.
Okay.
So you're completely off here. Like if this was an exam right now, you're failing, my friend. Not good.
Understand.
Yeah, you want to take a pen and maybe scratch it out and write the right name, or what?
I don't have a pen.
No, but I mean, you took the time to do a flashcard for Kook 69, and you got it wrong. I feel bad for you. I don't want to end the show on a Friday night like this. You know what I mean?
Hey, Friday night's a cool night.
Friday night is a cool night. Saturday night used to be better because we used to watch Bleu Nuit, Emmanuel 4, Emmanuel 5. Remember?
Oui, at TQS.
Oh, those were good times. Those were good times. Yeah. My friend, by the way, he auditioned for it.
Your friend?
He did an audition to be in the series. Il a passé une audition. Yeah, but he came up a little short.
Okay.
He wasn't able to get the part.
It was the emission with Sophie Stanky, no?
No, I don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
No,
okay.
I don't know. No. You were a fan back in the day of that, or you were a fan, or?
The fan of Bleu Nuit?
Oui.
Like you.
Mais oui. Why not? Did pareil. Yeah. Hey, listen. You know what I like about you? You're so involved in the show. You're in the podcast. You're so engaged in the podcast. I think it's unbelievable. You know, you were there. Hey, I'll come on and this and that. You have so much passion for for this. It's amazing. Oh, guess what?
What?
Jose Laraque has just checked in.
No.
Yeah.
I don't see the chat. I don't know.
Yeah. No. She's just checked in. Somebody must have called her, told her that you were talking about her for, I don't know, like 17 times in the last 15 minutes, and she decided to check in.
Can she call?
You want her on, eh?
Yeah. You too?
No. Don't drag me into this. You
okay,
wanted her on.
I know you don't have a door, Tony. Okay, I understand.
Yeah. No. You know, don't drag me into this. Okay, this is not my doing here. You want her to come on, Jose? Check in on the YouTube Live right now. YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live. If you like what we're doing here, like it, share with your friends. Comment sick, SICK. If you're going to listen to more via Google, Apple, or Spotify, leave us a 5-star review. It's our way of feeling the love. All right, okay. So everyone wants Jose on the show now. I'm taking a look at the YouTube chat. Everyone wants Jose on the show. Everybody. George says that this is great stuff, but I was about to check out. I was about to go to bed like 5 minutes ago. And now all of a sudden everyone wants Jose. But now Jose is not answering back. Is she shy? You think she's the shy type?
Maybe she's going to put a jersey or something like this.
She's going to put a jersey on? Wouldn't it be something if she came on with a Rogatien Vasson? No, she was partying with the Nordiques. Remember, maybe she's got one of Michel Goulet.
Or Jeff Brown.
Hey, Jeff Brown, Mosey Tuna. Why out of all the players you mentioned Jeff Brown?
Because I went to the Gabaya too in my days. I saw the crowd of the Nordic player.
Okay.
I know some guys of the team.
And what happened? Jeff Brown gave you his number? Or?
No.
You gave him your number? Or?
No. It's not that. But he pognait avec les filles. No?
Oh yeah. He was a hit He was a hit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, unfortunately, I think we're out of luck because Jose said that she had one beverage too many tonight.
Okay.
And for that reason, she thinks it's better that she does not come on.
Next time.
But listen, you know what I think? I think the fact that she had a beverage means she's in casual mode. If she was nervous at all about coming on, now she doesn't have to worry about being nervous. Maybe she's more relaxed. I think it's all more the reason why she should come on the podcast. As a matter of fact, I'd be very disappointed if she doesn't. Jose, Stefan is asking for you. Everyone on YouTube Live is asking for you. The entire sick community is asking for you. I think it would be unfortunate if you don't come on. Oh, she can call in, but no video.
Okay, call in is fantastic. It's okay.
Okay, so why don't we do this? Okay, so
put the number on the chat or
I'm going to put the number on the chat
on the TV.
Okay, so the number is 1-888-585-7425. 1-888-585-SICK. So she's going to call in. I wonder though, could you imagine maybe somebody's going to call in and pretend to be Jose?
Maybe.
So let's do that. Agnello at Master Control, will you let me know when Jose is... Yeah.
Oh, you are Jose? Oh, you want to talk to Tony? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in the production. Yeah. I have two questions.
Sammy wants me to send her the link. And he really wants Sammy would love to see Jose. You know, Jose, you have to do it for Sammy.
Are you make the trick of the producer to Jose? Maybe. I don't know.
I just put the link. Now she's asking for the number. I actually put the number. Okay. 1-888-585-7425. Do it for Sammy, Jose. Do it for Sammy. Get on the video. No? I think she should. That's what Jeffrey Giroux says. Do it for Sammy. So she's probably going to call in instead. 1-888-585-7425. 1-888-585-7425. Everyone's asking her to do it now. It's unbelievable. Ryan says, do it. Oh, yeah. This is going to be fun if she can give us a call. She's not going to disappoint. She's going to give us a call. Look again with the flashcard. Look. No, this guy's obsessed. Forget it. No, you have a... Listen. Nobody's listening right now. Okay? Has she caught your attention a little bit? Or is that why you did up on tap for a little flashcard? Or?
She had a very good commentary.
Yeah, she has a very good commentaire. Yeah.
C'est pas le bon mot, mais...
No. She makes interesting comments.
She makes interesting comments.
Her comments catch your attention. She knows her hockey, eh?
Yeah, yes, for sure.
Yeah. Now, Agnello and I, we are finalizing this meet and greet that we're going to have with our sick army here, with our sick community. And I told you, I think we're going to do it on a Friday. I think we're going to do it on a Friday.
Get together. When, Tony? When?
I would say in early June. On a Friday.
Okay.
I think that's what we're going to do.
Okay. Not the first week of June, please.
Jose, it's 5 times that I wrote the number in the YouTube chat, okay? I'm going to write it again. Now I'm going to say it. 1-888-585-7425. 1-888-585-SICK. 1-888-585-SICK. That's it. All right. This time I think it's the good one.
Okay.
So on a Friday night, you can come down? What time should we end it for you to be able to go back to Quebec City, or you want to grab a hotel in Montreal and stay the night?
It's not a question of time. It's the first time of the first week of June. I will be in a vacation. I'm going on Allemagne.
You're going to Germany?
Germany, yes, I'm going to Germany.
Okay.
But the second week, the third week, the rest of the summer, no problem.
Okay. 1-888-585-7425 is the number. 1-888-585-SICK. Which date are you going to be back from Germany?
Sorry?
What date? I beg your pardon?
The 7th of June, it will be okay. It's a Friday, I think. The 7th, I'll be back.
The 7th, you'll be back?
Yes. The 7th is a Friday, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. The 9th is the Friday.
The 9th is the Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Friday, June 9. You'll be back for that?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, that's when I want to do it. In an ideal world, that's when I want to do it.
Okay.
All right. Hey, guess what? Do we have some luck here or what? She's not calling in yet? Qu'est-ce qui se passe, là?
Yes, she's there.
She's there.
I think.
Hello?
Hello?
Is this José Levesque?
Elle est là, mais son téléphone est sur mute. Je pense ça bouge. Là.
Is this José Levesque?
Yes, it is.
How do we know it's really you?
No, she talks, but I think his phone is on.
No, she's talking. I can hear her.
Okay.
You can't hear her?
No, not me.
You can't hear her?
No.
I can hear her. Jose, I can hear you.
Yeah. You know what I always say? I love
Peut-être qu'elle n'a pas autorisé le micro sur son téléphone, je ne sais pas.
No, everybody hears her. You're the only one who has a problem, Stéphane.
Ah, OK.
Yeah. Jose, how do we know it's you?
because I always say that to you. I love you, Tony.
Yeah. She always says that to me. It's true. She tells me that she loves me. Stéphane, do you want to say something to Jose or?
Yes. Salut, José, mais je ne l'entends pas. Je vois juste sa pastille bouger. I just saw that she talks, but I don't understand her. Maybe
Jose, do you hear Stéphane?
Yes, I do hear Stéphane.
She hears you, Stéphane.
Ah.
No, Stéphane, I know what you're doing. It's because you absolutely want to see her on the screen. That's why. You're doing a reverse psychology now.
Right.
You want to.
It's not gonna work tonight.
No, it's tonight. It's not going to work. Tonight you're out of luck, Stéphane. Maybe another night, but tonight's not going to be your night.
Okay.
Stéphane says that your comments are so interesting that you've caught his attention.
Well, I've been a hockey fan for 50 years now.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand her. Salut, José.
Salut Stéphane, ça va bien?
Ben oui, je t'entends.
Good. Ryan Baker, can José speak French? Oui, je parle français.
Ben oui.
C'est sûr. I think you are from Saguenay or Alma or Jonquière or Chicoutimi?
Non, je viens du Nouveau-Brunswick.
Okay. Ah, yes.
All right. Lobster.
Yes.
You didn't think
Je
elle venait
travaille
du...
depuis 4 ans et je travaille à Ottawa.
Elle travaille à Ottawa. Hey, look, you're showing the pancarte with your name, your handle, everything at José Lévesque. Me sembra a me che questo si è innamorato, voglio. Tu comprends l'italien ou quoi, Stéphane?
I've seen the do you know the movie of the Alvaro, the almost foreign movie from the 80s?
What? Almost what?
Almost foreign movie that they passed at TQS with the actor Alvaro from the Italian.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, okay.
No, I have no idea. But the fact that your mind is there on a Friday night, je commence à être.
When I'm gonna meet you the 9th of June, I show you the.
No. Do me a favor. Don't show me anything. Don't show me anything on a Friday night.
No. I just show you the picture.
No. I don't want to see no picture. I don't want to see no picture. Okay. Where your mind is at on this Friday night, and we're going to meet on a Friday night, and maybe Friday, June 9th, and you want to show me picture, Alvaro. No, I don't want to see no picture, no Alvaro, no nothing. Nothing. Yeah.
Okay, Josie, did you watch the game tonight of Toronto?
T'es pas un voyeur ou quelque chose, là, toi, non? T'es pas ça.
Ben non, c'est toi. Tony, c'est toi qui parles de Bleu Nuit. It's you that
No. You keep on bringing it up in the chat all the time. You keep on talking about Sylvia Christel.
No. It's not true. No, it's not true.
Hey, Jose, thanks for calling in. So what were you doing? Because Stéphane was worried. Usually you're a regular. You're on at 10 p.m. when we go live. You're usually there all the time from start to finish, but he didn't see you on, and he was wondering what was going on.
Yes, I'm sorry. I had a girls' night. Came home early, and had a few.
Oh, you had a few, eh? Yeah. How many of you were you?
5.
5. And did you go out in Gatineau or in Ottawa?
No, in Gatineau, we went to La Cage au Sport.
Oh, you went to La Cage in Gatineau?
Yes.
That's the most rock and roll place to go in Gatineau. Y a-tu d'autres endroits pour aller to have a good time, to have a beverage?
Oh, there's a lot of better places, but that's
Yeah.
where we decided to meet.
That's where you decided to meet. Okay. All right. And it was an early night for you.
Yes, it was.
Okay. You were a
did
little bit
you-
tired, or est-ce que tu étais fatigué ou quoi?
Non, je suis en pleine forme.
T'es en plein forme.
Oui.
Did you watch the game tonight, Josie, of Toronto?
Of course I did.
Ben oui.
And your reaction?
Not surprised.
You're surprised or not?
No, she's not surprised.
Not surprised. Okay.
No, she's not surprised. But what I want to know is why Jose made it an early night tonight. Maybe she was the company was not overly exciting. The other girls, it was not great company tonight, or everyone got home early, Jose.
No, everyone got home early because some of my friends have young kids and
Naturally, of course.
they needed to get home early. So
Of course. That's understandable. Stéphane, he was all preoccupied. He didn't see you. He was putting out an SOS. José Davec is not there. He's showing his flashcards every 2 seconds. He was concerned. He was concerned.
you're so kind, Stefan.
Yeah.
Yes, you're welcome, Jose, but Tony is exaggerate.
No, I don't exactly. Stéphane, since you took the time to prepare a flashcard for Jose, and you were hoping that Jose would call in,
Yeah, that's for sure.
so you know what? Why don't I take myself out of this conversation for a little bit here, and
Yeah.
go ahead and talk with Jose? I mean, already the ice has been broken. Jose was kind enough to join us here, and you know what? Why don't you guys talk a little bit, and I'll sit back and I'll watch and maybe have a beer.
Open a beer in your box, Tony. Huh?
I'm gonna go in my fridge. I already have a box that's open. I don't want to open this box.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Jose, you watch hockey regularly? You're a fan?
I don't miss a game.
You don't miss a game?
No, I don't.
Okay. And your favorite trains is Montreal? Or?
Yes. Of
Yes.
course. I've been a Habs fan for 50 years.
50 years?
How many years?
50 years.
Mais là, j'ai vu ta photo sur Twitter. T'as l'air d'avoir 40 ans. Ça se peut pas.
That picture was taken 4 years ago.
Okay.
I'm 55.
You're
You've
55.
never been a fan of the Nordics? Maybe a little bit?
Yes, I was. I was at I met a lot of them at the Dagobert. I was in the Joe Sakic era.
Sorry?
This is when Joe Sakic was on the team. She met a lot of them.
Ouais, Joe Sakic, Ron Tugnutt, Jeff Brown, etc.
It's again with the Jeff Brown. C'est Fussau with Jeff Brown, this guy. Did you ever meet Jeff Brown? Because Stefan brought up his name 3 times already in the last 30 minutes. Jeff Brown.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Good.
No, she never met Jeff Brown.
Okay.
No.
Hey, can it work that on Friday nights, maybe we get some of our viewers, we connect them, and we want some on the phone, some on the video and stuff like that. This could work. No, it's Friday night. It should be casual night. It's more casual. We let down our guard and we just talk.
It's my idea, Tony. Friday night is for the callers, the chatters, the crowd, the army.
Yeah.
Maybe not at each Friday, but for the next year, it's an idea.
Yeah, it could be an idea. And there's so many ways we can take it. We can either take it casual. We can take it friendship. We could take it for those who are looking for something more serious.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can create the Tinder version of a podcast. You know what I mean? No?
Ben, Tony, it's not because we are with a woman. I can't be with Peter de Côte-Saint-Luc, and I don't think it's be a Tinder.
Yeah. No, but we should do this every Friday. It's an interesting format.
Yes.
Yeah.
Put some people together and discuss. Yes.
You know, a lot of people call me Marination. Maybe we can call it Marination Friday. You like that?
Yes.
Or Sick Friday or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. Or we can put it out there to the viewers and have them choose the name. Jose, if we get together on Friday, June 9th, will you be joining us? Will you be making the trek down from Ottawa or Gatineau? Or...
I will.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Stefan, I guess you're coming down too, right?
Yes.
You're coming down alone, Stefan, when you come down, or?
I don't know, but it's not because Josie is a woman, because
No, I'm not asking about Jose. I'm asking you, are you coming alone or are you coming down with your friends?
Oh, well, yes, it's a good idea. Maybe I could bring some friends with me. Yes, for sure.
You have other friends who watch the podcast too, I would hope. I would hope you told your friends.
Yes, I show them we can go back on YouTube to see the old podcast, and I show them the podcast, and they are very interested. Yes, for sure.
Okay, very, very good, very good.
Okay.
So you showed them what you.
Sorry, Tony. Andy Pence is asking, Pierre-Luc Dubois this summer, oui ou non? I'm so sick of hearing of Pierre-Luc Dubois.
Oh, really, eh?
If Pierre-Luc Dubois wants to come into Montreal,
yeah,
he can do it when he's UFA. I don't think the Habs are going to be dealing with their picks and prospects for him this summer.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. But you know the way the French media is, Jose? They have a little bit of an agenda. They're pushing for him big time, eh?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you figured that one out a long time ago, eh?
Yeah, especially GC. I love him with all my heart, but... Yeah.
But you love me more.
I do.
I don't blame you. Mitsuki, even Stefan is laughing. Look.
So, Stefan, are you at 66 spinner?
Yes, it's me.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Yeah, that's 66 spinning, yeah.
You just, viens juste de faire le lien. You just...
What are you doing with your fingers there, Stefan? What are you doing? What was that? What did you do?
Tony,
no, but I'm just asking you what you were doing. That's all.
I'm sure you
no, it looked like you were putting on a wedding ring.
You have seen the movie of Alvaro. I'm sure.
No, it looked like you were putting on a wedding ring. That's what it looked like.
No,
by the way, Stefan,
I think that Jose just make the link between me and 66 spinning.
I think she just made the link between you and 66 spinning too. By the way, yes, speaking of which, can I see the ring, Stefan? Can I see your ring?
No, I don't.
You're not wearing it tonight?
No. On my desk.
It's on your desk?
Yes.
On Friday nights, you take it off, or it's always on your desk? What's the story?
No, I just put my ring when I'm going out of my house.
Yeah. You don't have any pillows laying around or anything like that by any chance? You like Georges Laraque or?
No, but I saw that you print a pillow this week.
Hold on.
Say yes.
Let me see. Okay. I have this one.
It's Caulfield or Steve Shutt?
Yeah, Steve Shutt. Moi, c'est tout more. It's Cole Caulfield. Okay, hold on a second. I have that. And
I think you print one with the Sick podcast and George the Pillow Man or something like this.
Okay.
This one is beautiful.
This is nice, eh?
Yes.
Yeah. You ready?
Fantastic.
I'm Marinaro. Me.
It's you or a gift that you receive?
As a matter of fact, it's Agnello and Sammy that it's Agnello and Sammy that got it for me.
Those guys are very good. Are great.
Those guys are really, really good. The second that they sell this company for about 50 million or 100 million, and I get half, it's going to be even better. But up until now, they're really, really fine. But we got to get it done. Got to get it done.
So Tony, June 9th.
Yes.
Is it on?
This is the date that I proposed to Agnello. I think it's the most fitting date of any date that we can ever ask for to meet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, Stefan, do you know why? Do you want to know why? It's the most fitting date of any date. Do you know why?
Date? Why?
Why? You tell me.
Man, why? I would be. I'm going to Montreal.
Okay. But why do you think I want to do it June 9th? Why do you think that's the date that I want? That I called Agnello, I called Sammy, I called Juliana, I called Sick Media, I called the headquarters, and I said, I want June 9th.
Okay. It's not your birthday. Your birthday is
not
at
my birthday.
the end
My
of
birthday is
October.
November 23rd.
In November. It's not your birthday.
No,
So
it's not my
I'm
birthday.
sure.
No.
The 9th of June. I don't have an idea.
Jose, what do you think? Why June 9th? And by the way, it's not June 9th yet. This is the date I'm proposing because I think it's the most fitting. Jose, why do you think?
Because it's the anniversary of the Sick podcast.
No, but you know what? It is an anniversary.
La Coupe Stanley 93.
La Coupe Stanley 93.
Oh my God, yes.
The Montreal Canadiens won the Stanley Cup June 9th, 1993.
Yeah.
4-1 win versus the LA Kings in Game 5. Stefan, who scored the goals that night? Who scored, Stefan? Who scored? Teatla. You got one right. Who scored the goals that night?
The game finished 4-1 or 5-1?
4-1.
I don't remember, but
Jose, who scored?
Stéphane Lebeau.
That's one.
Di Pietro.
That's another.
Yeah. Sorry, I had just given birth that year.
All right. Paul DiPietro, Kirk Muller, Stéphane Lebeau, and Paul DiPietro again.
I have two on four.
The first star on the night was Paul DiPietro.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he had a very long career in Europe. Paul DiPietro, he played.
Switzerland.
I think he played for the
Swiss national team.
The national team at 40 years old.
Yes, of course. Yes, because he had the Swiss citizenship. And by the way, a lot of people do not think that he's Italian. I can tell you that Paul DiPietro from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, did have a Swiss nationality, but he is Italian. And I can also tell you that Paul DiPietro, he played in Zug, by the way, and also played in Lugano in Switzerland. He played for Zug and Lugano. He also played for Siad. He also played for Langau. He also played for Olten, a couple of teams. He played for several teams. He went on to play for Milan as well in Italy. And I can tell you that Paul DiPietro is Italian, and Paul DiPietro has family living in Montreal.
Okay.
Stefan, let's go back to you and Jose, because Jose, are you in the mood to talk, or are you tired, or do you want to go to bed, or is this okay? Or
no, I'm okay.
It's okay. I mean, you find Stefan good. You find Stefan good conversation, or
by the way, 3-2 Vegas.
3-2 Vegas. Yes.
Yeah.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You went to Vegas before, Jose?
Twice.
Is there anything you want to tell us, or what did you see when you were in Vegas?
Just like you said, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. She knows what time it is, Stefan. Don't worry about her. She knows what time it is.
Okay.
Yeah. She's sharp. Jose is sharp. But I find that you're not getting a lot of the show. I find that you're.
But she had a good question about Pierre-Luc Dubois, Tony. I don't know. Are you gonna take a pause or a break in the summer with your podcast?
So what I think we're going to do, and this is all still up in the air, but the month of July and the month of August, we're going to cool it down, and we're probably going to have recorded podcasts once, twice a week, something like that, just to, keep it going. But obviously, I need to take vacation too. You know what I mean?
Yes, but I have a proposal. Maybe not for this season, for this year, but for the next year. At the end of the podcast in June, maybe you could have the Sick Podcast Award for the most popular subject, the most popular callers, the more popular invitees. I don't know.
Maybe we can have a gala. We can have an award ceremony.
Ben oui.
So basically, long story short, you'd like to get an award out of this. This is what you want.
The Pillow Award, nice, or I don't know.
So this guy's a facade with the pillows, like George Laraque. I'm convinced that you have a couple of pillows at home, you too, and you're going at it with the pillows 100 miles an hour. No, but you have an affinity for pillows too, like George, or no? Or
no, man, George is a very special guy.
George is a very special guy. I think George has a pillow fetish.
This night he had the Cleopatra look.
Oh yeah, the Cleopatra. Cleopatra look. Yes. Jose, what do you think about George and his pillows?
I'm not really a fan of George.
Why? He's such a nice guy.
That has nothing to do with him.
Okay.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's amazing. But sometimes he comes up with those ridiculous ideas of trades or whatever.
Okay.
Like, where does he get all of that? How can he think about all of that?
I'm going to tell you something. He hosts a sports radio show. He's on 3 hours a day, and he's trying to come up with topics.
Yeah. Sometimes they are so far-fetched. It's.
You know what I mean? So you don't like the trade proposals. That's what you don't like. Other than that, everything's good. Is that correct?
Yeah, I can say that.
Okay, that's okay. It's understandable. Hey, by the way, folks, we're having fun. Habs fan Mike on Facebook. Mike, the podcast, we like to go for an hour. Between 10 to 11, we talk hockey. And if ever we go overtime, sometimes we just go with casual conversations. We try and lighten the mood. We try and have fun. If you like it, you stay on. If you don't, good night. That's it. This, that. I don't need a program director. I had one, been there, done that. Time to move on. You know what I mean? You want an hour dedicated to the Montreal Canadiens? An hour dedicated to the Montreal Canadiens? Nobody gives you 1 hour nonstop dedicated to the Montreal Canadiens, 5 days a week, live, with listener, viewer, fan engagement, questions, answers, collaborators, the way the Sick Podcast does. Nobody does that. Nobody. You know, a lot of people record podcasts. I have nothing against that either. I do it every now and then. You record. There's no listener engagement. There's no fan engagement. There's no viewer engagement, stuff like that, whatever. You get to edit everything. You get to make it all clean. It all looks good. We go live. And when you go live, sometimes things happen. Things are said. But you know what? It is what it is. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a good explanation, Tony, because the guys who chat that, a few weeks ago, it was me with the history of Carson Bruyère. And, you see, I'm live with you on the screen. So,
Yeah.
Because, Tony, you gave a second chance. Huh? You said that to me.
Yeah. No, that's right. 100%. Okay. So now, Jose, besides the fact that your opinion is that if they want Pierre-Luc Dubois, they should wait for free agency. What's your opinion once they get to free agency? Do you want Pierre-Luc Dubois? Yes or no?
I think he could benefit the team, but I don't see him replacing Nick Suzuki or whatever, or Kirby Dack.
No?
No. Like, the past series, he didn't prove much.
No.
So that's worrisome. Like, Kirby Dack, I think, is a diamond in the rough. We just started seeing what he's capable of. And I think Nick Suzuki is untouchable. So, Pierre-Luc Dubois, third center, I would take it.
Okay. Stéphane?
Pierre-Luc Dubois don't have to take the place of anybody. We don't have enough of good player at the forward on the first two line. Okay, and it's a guy. It's a big guy. It's finished with the small guy. We have enough small guy in the prospect of the team.
But why does it have to be finished? The two best players on the team are the two smallest guys on the team.
Okay, you can have a small guy, but check in the playoffs, and check the guys who penetrate in the offensive zone. They are power forward. Check Yannick Gourde and Marchessault. They don't. There's not guy with les grands gars là sont pas. They are not, but they're strong. They're strong guy. Yannick Gourde is in the height. He's small, but he's a very strong guy. Check his legs, and Marchessault, the same thing. Montreal, the guys are too skinny and small. They need something else to go forward in the playoff.
Stéphane, who are you talking about? Who are the small, skinny guys that you're talking about on the Canadiens?
Caulfield. Okay, Caulfield scored. Okay, he scored. Hey, did you saw Farrell who played some games?
No. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Farrell is a kid. He played some games, not ready for the National Hockey League.
No, very not.
Okay, I understand that, but we're not talking about Farrell. Farrell came up because there was an opportunity for him to come up to sign his pro contract. He's going to be in Laval next year. Everybody knows that.
Okay.
So let's get back to, because you said it, and now I think you're pulling back a little bit. You don't like the fact Canadians have small players, and Cole Caulfield's the guy you brought up, correct? Just say it.
No. I love him. It's a good scorer. He have a good end. A guy like him.
I hope so. You love him. He's the best scorer on the team.
Yeah.
Anderson, it's okay. Armia, it's a big guy, but regarde, il n'est pas là, ça marche pas. Là. Slavkovsky, maybe in 2 years. Raphaël Harvey-Pinard, very good player. He gave his heart to the team. Maybe he could play in the first two line next year, but in the future, it's a guy of a third line, okay? And it's not a big guy. It's very skinny. He needs to eat some papaya spinach.
Oh, yeah, have spinach.
Sorry?
Stefan?
Yes.
Is a winger. He's a very fast skater. He's a smart player.
Yes.
And how many times did he get hit this year? Really bad. I remember once.
But Josie, I know that you watch the games in the playoff. It's not the same game. The guys who I don't know the name, but when they are in offense, in the offensive zone, they are going very fast, very strong. The defensemen have a lot of difficulties with the big guy, with the small guy. They push them on the band, they don't. It's not the same game. In the season, you can win, you can make the playoff. Maybe it's okay, but in the playoff, it's hard. Look.
Stefan, Pierre-Luc Dubois is 6'2", 220.
Yes.
Was he great in the playoffs, or was he great, or?
No, he needs some motivation, but put him with Slavkovsky.
He was excellent in game one. He was excellent in game one. And then there was another game in that series later on where he scored a goal where it went off of four people, his mustache, his eyebrow, his chin, his nose, and it went in the net. That's it. He was not very good in that game in which they got eliminated. As a matter of fact, he was awful. He got called out by his coach, Rick Bowness, who was calling out him and was calling out Connor and was calling out Wheeler for sure. But no, you know what you just said? He needs some motivation. It's not motivation enough to play in the National Hockey League, Stefan.
Yes, I know, but maybe...
Maybe you're covering up for him because he's from Quebec.
No. C'est pas l'histoire.
No, hold on. No. So let's go back to the conversation then. You said to me he needs motivation. I said to you it's not motivation enough that he plays in the National Hockey League?
Yeah, I understand.
Let me ask you something. Would you mind if I ask you a personal question? I'll ask it. You can answer it if you want, okay? What do you do for a living?
I work in the computers.
You work in computers,
yes.
Okay? You go to work or you work from home?
Home.
Home? Do you need to get motivated to work, or when you wake up in the morning, you have professional pride and you have personal pride and you go out and you do your job to the best of your ability?
No. I understand your point.
I don't need anybody to motivate me. I never did, and I never will. I have a burning sensation inside of me. I have a fire inside of me. I know where I want to go in life. Whether I get there, that remains to be seen. I want to be the best. Whether people are not think I'm the best, that's okay. It's for everyone to judge. I want to be number one. If in the end I'm number two and I gave everything that I had to give, that's okay, because I can give more than that. But I'm going to try to do everything that I can. Try to do everything I could to get the job on English radio. Everything I could in my power to not get fired. Everything in my power to stay there as long as possible. Everything in my power to have the best ratings. And then when I decided to move on, I had some people telling me, it's not going to work for you on French radio or television. Oh, no? Why not? Because your French isn't good enough. And they're not going to like you. I said, oh, yeah? No problem. I took it as a challenge. But you know what? I didn't need them to motivate me, because I wasn't going there to fail. Oh, yeah, you're leaving a big company. You're going to do your podcast. Yeah, bad move. So they said. So they said.
But Tony, I use the word motivation because
So they said.
I don't like to use the choke or choking to talk about a sport player, okay? But maybe he choked, but the Toronto, they don't choke.
Hold on a second.
And Austin Matthews, Austin Matthews is not a good hockey player. Nylander is not a good hockey player. Tavares is not a hockey player. They choke, là, but if you can have them in your team for a good price,
yeah,
what are you doing? It's the same thing for Pierre-Luc Dubois. If you add a good price for him,
so maybe he chokes, but you want him here, a guy from the province of Quebec, to play here with this media scrutiny. That you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen early on. I'm going to listen. I've watched this movie before. He's a good hockey player. If they go get him, I wish him the best and I hope he succeeds. But I've seen this movie before. When you're from here and you play here, you'll have a certain sector of the media that's going to give you a pass all the time. But that's not a good thing. That's actually very harmful, because then what happens is you feel entitled. And when you feel entitled, you no longer have to give your 110%. Now you feel you can probably go out and give your 80%. You're still going to get a pass because you're going to have members of the media who are going to be giving you a pass. That sense of entitlement is going to rub others the wrong way. Then you're going to start to put some people against you. You start to put the fans against you. And then those members of the media are going to try and protect you as much as they can, and this and that and whatever and all that stuff.
Yeah.
In several years, Montreal is going to be a contender. And as much as they have a supporting cast, Mark says my hate for Pierre-Luc Dubois has to stop. Mark, how about everyone's love for Pierre-Luc Dubois has to stop? How about that, Mark? Why? Why, Mark? You know that I'm wrong and that you're right? So far, all we know is Pierre-Luc Dubois' track record. He got drafted by Columbus. He won it out after 3 years. He asked for a trade. They didn't want to trade him. He asked to be traded to one team, no other team. When they told him they weren't going to trade him, he went out and he dogged it on purpose so that they could trade him. So then when they pulled him aside, they said, what the hell was that? Why did you dog it like that? Why were you so uninterested? And he said, I asked you to trade me, and you don't want to trade me? Well, that's my response. That's the way I'm going to play if you don't trade me. Not in so many words, by the way. This is what has been told to us from people close to the situation, that it kind of went down something like this. So then that was the last game that he played with Columbus, and they traded him. And they traded him to another team, Winnipeg. And at Winnipeg, he was part of that core that was never able to get over the hump. As a matter of fact, they can't even win a series. All right? And when they do win a series, well, then the next series doesn't go very well. All right? But he was there for 3 years. So now he wants out of there. And the team he wants to go to is the Montreal Canadiens. So we're told. But according to everyone that wants him here, they say, no. You have to make a trade for him right away this summer. Oh, really? Why? Because he really wants to come to Montreal. Oh, really? How badly? Very badly. How badly is very badly? Oh, the only team he wants to come to is Montreal. Okay. So why do you have to make a trade for him this summer when you can actually get him the next summer for nothing? No. Because the next summer, if he's about to become unrestricted free agent, he might sign with another team. Now, hold on a second. We were told he wants only Montreal. Yeah, but then at that point, Dallas will give him an offer and they're tax-free, and Florida will give him an offer. They pay less taxes as well. And the other place, and the other, they don't have state tax and this and that. There's a track record. He's a good player. Everyone knows he's a good player. When he's in the mood to play, he's very good. He's versatile. He can play all three forward positions. He's big and he's strong. When he plays intense, he's fun to watch. When he doesn't play intense, it's a disaster. It leaves us like, when You watch Anderson one night, he looks like he's one of the premier power forwards in the league. And then there's many nights he's not like that. It bothers you. You see Armia one night, you think he could be a second-line player on any team in the National Hockey League. And then most nights he looks like he's a fourth liner, and that's where he should be. So all I'm getting at is all of these red flags. If all of you want to close your eyes because he's from La Belle Province and that's what you do, that's fine. But I had people whisper in my ear too. Many years ago, people close to Jonathan Drouin whispered in my ear that he loved the Canadiens growing up. The Canadiens were his favorite team. He wanted to come here. Don't worry about the red flags. Don't worry about what you hear about the attitude. It's all false. Don't worry what you hear about the character. It's all false. By the way, it wasn't his fault. It's Cooper this. It's Yzerman that. Oh, don't worry about it. The pressure. He thrives on pressure. He's going to go there. He's going to be great. He arrived. They had the press conference. They did it for the media. Everyone was happy. They signed them $33 million contract, right? The day of the press conference, the way we only do here in Montreal. Nobody does this, right? But when it's a French Canadian, we roll out the red carpet, we take out the contract. You didn't even play a game. You didn't even have a practice. We're going to give you $33 million. And you know what? Everyone is going to be excited. And then 6 years later, you're still going to have some who are going to say, yeah, but you know what? He wasn't lucky. Wrist injury. Then the other wrist. Then the team was no good. Then at one point they confused him. Then they put him on center. Then they put him on the wing. Then they didn't play him with the right players. Then the team lost so many guys due to injuries. Then they had a coach who couldn't get the best out of the players. And then the this and that. It didn't work out. We were wrong for pushing for it. And you have to understand something. And this is my concern. And I'm going to repeat again for those who are going to say that I got something against Pierre-Luc Dubois. I don't. He's a good player. He could join the Montreal Canadiens tomorrow, and he's a top 3 player on the team. Everybody knows that. If you don't know that, you're stupid. But it's going to come with a lot of pressure, and it's going to come with a lot of responsibility. And that can go two ways. But when was the last time a French-Canadian player thrived on the pressure to play here? The most talented one that we had in the last 20 years, 30 years, raw talent, was Richer. He scored over 50 twice in a 3-year span. He was drafted by the Canadiens. But at one point, the pressure got to him too, and it was suffocating. David Desharnais, he was on the team, right? And then all of a sudden, you heard members of he's a first-line centerman. And they first line. Everybody knew he wasn't a first-line centerman. But they put him there. So, I'm going to get comments. I'm going to get texts telling me, what do I have against Pierre-Luc Dubois? I don't have anything about him. I don't have anything against him. I don't know him. I never met him. I'd love to meet him. I'd love to sit down with him. I'd love to have a talk with him. I'd like to tell him my concerns. I'd like to be able to discuss it over a beverage. I'd love to have him on my podcast. No problem. I'd love to have this conversation with him. And you know what? When it's over, he might put my concerns to rest. He might do that. But there's red flags, man. There's red flags.
Yes.
I know you're covering up, Stefan, but you told me, maybe you didn't have the motivation. I'm sorry. And sometimes we say it the way it is. This bothers me. It bothers me when people when people lack motivation. It bothers me. And by the way, in one aspect of my life, I've been guilty of that. In one aspect of my life, I lacked motivation, drive, and desire. You know what that was? My weight.
Right. But Tony, maybe
in the last 10 years, I let my weight get out of hand. And to be totally honest with you, I am completely ashamed of myself that I let that happen to me. J'ai honte. Now,
but Tony, maybe you're right, but they have two ways. Okay, maybe they are going to trade for a good player. Everybody knows that Pierre-Luc Dubois is a good hockey player. Or maybe they are going to trade for the guys who wants. Check the Kraken. They have 6 or 7 players who won the Stanley Cup. If Pierre-Luc Dubois plays for the Kraken, he's the better hockey player of this team, for sure.
no, he's not better than Matty Beniers, but anyway, that's another story for
the talent, but
Matty Beniers is more talent than Pierre-Luc Dubois.
well, okay, but okay.
Okay, you ready for this? Are you ready for what
the
I'm going to tell you?
You have the winners.
Okay, hold on a
So
second. Are you ready for what I'm going to tell you?
Sorry?
Are you ready for what I'm going to tell you?
Yeah.
Matty Beniers, in his first full season in the National Hockey League, 24 goals, 57 points. He's 20 years old. This guy's good. Very good. But Pierre-Luc Dubois, once again, yeah, he would be top 2, top 3 player on that team too. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But there's something else, Stefan. Jose, tell him that a lot of people who are advocating for Pierre-Luc Dubois to come to Montreal, there's something else that a lot of people don't talk about and don't take into consideration. And I'm just looking right now at the clock, and it's 12:07, and we got on at 10 o'clock, and I'm 2 hours and 7 minutes in, but it's okay because you know what? I love this. There's something else that people don't talk about. You know what that is?
I'm your record overtime.
Yes, of course. But there's something else that people don't talk about. You want to know what it is?
No.
Besides everything? If Pierre-Luc Dubois comes here, we talked about the pressure. We talked about all that. If Pierre-Luc Dubois comes here, it's because I just saw somebody say in the chat, Pierre-Luc Dubois for Slafkovsky, done deal. You're crazy. I would never trade Slafkovsky for Pierre-Luc Dubois, and I don't care if Slafkovsky ends up being a bust. I don't care. I'll take that chance. You want to know why? Because with Slafkovsky, there's a couple of things you need to understand. Number one, I have cap certainty for the next couple of years. I know that he's on an entry-level contract. So if Cole Caulfield is going to be given $8 million and Suzuki is making close to the same, I know that Slafkovsky is going to be on an entry-level contract for the next couple of years. That's the first thing I know. The second thing is, I know who Dubois is at 24, soon to be 25, I believe. But we don't know what Slafkovsky is going to become at that age. What we do know is that Slafkovsky just turned 19 a month and a half ago. So I know what Dubois is. His 6'2", 220, age 24, soon to be 25. But we don't know about 6'3", 6'4", 238-pound, 19-year-old Slafkovsky, what he's going to be like at the same age. I'm willing to take that chance and hold on to him because the most that Pierre-Luc Dubois, the most that he's become at age 24, age 25, is a 28-goal scorer, 62 points. And you know what? That's good. Very good. But I'm willing to take that chance. And you start giving Dubois more money than what you're going to give Caulfield and Suzuki. You think that's going to be good for the team? You think it's going to be good for the team?
No.
Jose, go ahead.
No. I don't think so.
No.
Because my concern is that Pierre-Luc Dubois will be Jonathan Drouin 2.0.
That's your concern, eh?
Yes,
And that's her concern.
I understand. But each player have his price, okay? It's for sure we don't trade Slavkovsky for Pierre-Luc Dubois. Slavkovsky was the first pick last year. You have to try to put him in St. Louis in the team. They need to develop this player. But for this year, with the fifth choice, it's not the first or the second choice. You said that maybe they pass over Michkov. So the fifth choice, I trade him for Pierre-Luc Dubois. It's an example.
No way, because the fifth choice is also going to be under cost certainty and cap certainty for the next 3 years. The next contract after that will probably be a bridge and won't be getting paid a lot either. And you know what? I know who Pierre-Luc Dubois is at 25, once again, 6 years into the National Hockey League. I think that a Michkov, a Smith, a Benson, you know what? I'm willing to take my chances. Hey, it's been fun. It's 12:12, and I think that's a good time to go out for a podcast that was supposed to end at 11 o'clock. Stéphane is happy. He's got his flashcard, José Lévesque. José, thanks for being a great sport and calling in. We'll talk to you soon.
Anytime, Tony.
All right. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll be back on Monday night. Wow. I never
9
thought
of June, Tony. 9 of June.
Maybe the week after. Maybe
the week after. No problem.
Okay. We'll talk to you soon. Tell your friends about it. It's a sick podcast. Special thanks once again to those who brought you the show. La Bittt Tibi, Energy Transportation Group, and XL Moto and xlmoto.com. I'm Marinaro. Talk to you on Monday.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow The Sick Podcast with Tony Marinaro on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts. The Sick Podcast is brought to you by Energy Transportation Group. Driven to be different. La Vida TB. Embrace your true nature.